Great evening. Lakeisha McKnight is here. It is the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast. Whoop, whoop. Super excited today. It is indeed Wednesday, September 27th, 2017, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here live in Chesapeake, Virginia, here in North America. Super excited to be here. Now, the Revitalize the Total Woman podcast is the media outlet that is connected to a nonprofit based in Chesapeake, Virginia. Now, the name of the nonprofit is Kingdom Expansion Enterprises Incorporated. That's the legal name, but what we do business as in the community is Women of Elevation Career Services International. That's right. And our mission really is to empower women with the tools to be able to create, relate, and elevate so that you can have the careers that you've always desired and have the lifestyle that you've tried to plan or are planning right now. So that's the whole purpose of what we have going on with this podcast, as well as with the nonprofit organization. So again, welcome to each and every one of you. I'm elated to be here on this lovely, lovely evening. And during the last 4 months of this year, we're preparing women to elevate. That's right. We want you to really be ready, be in position. And some of you are feeling a little piece, a little draft, or getting a little bit of a taste of the elevation, even before we've transitioned into 2018. Now, if that's true for you, I just want you to give me a yes, right? Give me a yes. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to continue on with our efforts of preparing you to elevate. But before I do this, I want to share on the social media platform. That's right. There is a social media platform that we leverage the most, and that's Facebook. So I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to share on my profile, as well as in the special community group that we have, which is Women of Elevation, and let them know that we're live here on the podcast platform. So let me go ahead and do that. And I invite you to connect with me on Facebook if we're not connected already. And my Facebook URL is facebook.com/L McKnight Speaks. LMCKNIGHTSPEAKS. So feel free to connect with me on that platform. I will be elated to connect with you. So let me go ahead and type and join me now as I chat with women about becoming strategic thinkers to prepare for elevation. As a matter of fact, I do want to let you know that that's what we're doing tonight. Right? We started this on last night. Okay, we did. We started this on last night, and we're going to continue it tonight. We are. Okay, we are. So let me go ahead and post on my timeline and invite people to come in. And then I'm also going to right now share in the Women of Elevation Facebook group. So those are the two places I am going to share. I may even also share on the fan page. We do have a fan page for the podcast as well. So I may even share in there because it's not often that we share. And we need to be doing more sharing in there so that those who are already following the fan page of the podcast can be connected. So, okay, so let's go ahead and check that out. Let's see if we can share in the fan page of the podcast. So I appreciate your patience in advance as we seek to do this. So let's do that. All right. So we pulled it up. All right. So I'm just going to say join. Okay. So I have to put it in third person when I'm posting there. All right. Here we go. And I think this is good because we don't often post that much there. And so it's good. It's good to be able to post there. So a couple of things that we're going to do. Number one, we are going to definitely talk about some things that you can do to become a strategic thinker. Number two, we're going to talk to you a little bit about what we have going on in reference to our project or our third project for this year. And then let you know about whether we have any updates regarding our expansion into Nigeria. So let's go ahead and deal with, of course, item number one, which is how can you become a strategic thinker so that you can prepare for elevation? All right. So, of course, with any situation and all events, guess what Lakeisha has? I have my handy dandy notes. So, that I'm going to pull up my notes and I'm going to definitely follow my notes. So bear with me, of course, as I pull them up. Okay, I am pulling them up right now. And I'm just really going to give you, and there's so many steps that you really can follow when it comes to becoming a strategic thinker. But I am just going to mainly share with you. I'm going to mainly share with you 5 steps, okay? But I am going to encourage you to visit. You can definitely Google, but you want to make sure you're referencing some very credible places when you Google. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as you're moving forward. So strategic thinking. Number 1, it's important for you to think about the future. Okay? Think about the future. Look beyond the immediate, your present situation, and into the future. And this is going to help you to create to really get a clear vision of where you see yourself in the future. Okay? Think beyond the now and think into the future. Number 2, it's important for you to set clear goals. Set clear goals. Are you setting clear goals as you're preparing to head into 2018? Because 2018 is going to be here before you know it. It's going to be here. And we don't want to wait until the very last minute. So let's begin to set clear goals starting today. And what do we mean by clear goals? Clear goals really have to be measurable. You have to be able to go back and say, okay, I've accomplished 28% or 30 or 75% of the goal. I didn't meet 100% of it, but I was able to do this amount. So that's what I mean by measurable. So if you were supposed to get to the point where you can do 100 push-ups in one rep, right, without having to take a break, and you found that you're only able to do 50 of the 100, then you were able to meet 50% of your goal. So you didn't meet the goal completely, but you did 50%. So this is what we mean by measurable. Number 3, determine strategic actions needed to reach your goal. So what action steps do you need to take? So for example, if we were to use that example of doing push-ups, well, what you're going to need definitely is make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you have the right attire on when you're going to do the push-ups. You also need to set a time as to when you're going to do them. Are you going to do them in the morning, the afternoon, or are you going to do them in the evening? Also, make sure that there are no distractions. This means that you might want to move your computer, move your cell phone, or don't be in the vicinity of anyone that would distract you so that you can get those push-ups done. These are just some things you need to think about, action steps you need to take so that you can reach your goal. Number 4, prioritize your goals. So in the order of importance, how would you rank, for example, doing those 100 push-ups? So if you have 3 goals, rank them in order of most important to the least important. This is what we mean by prioritize your goals. And then the last little step that I want to mention, there are many others that you can take to become a strategic thinker, but this 5th one that I want to share with you is take time to reflect. Take the time to reflect on what you've accomplished. Okay. Sometimes we don't do this. We miss it because we're so focused on the fact that, oh man, I didn't achieve the goal. Oh man, I didn't really get to that place where I was setting at. I didn't really get 100% of my goal achieved. Well, guess what? You've come a long ways because you did more, for example, push-ups than you would ordinarily do. So always reflect. Take the time to reflect on what you did accomplish and celebrate the small moments. Okay, celebrate the small moments. All right, so those are just 5 out of probably a bazillion things that you can do to become a strategic thinker. And this is going to help you to prepare for elevation. Okay, so I do want to shift a bit and talk to you a little bit about our projects we have coming up. So Okay, so we're extending the deadline a little bit for people who want to submit the pre-qualification form to participate in either the telesummit or the live event. So that form deadline has been extended until September 30th. So this is the reason why we haven't put it out there like that about registration to get registered for the telesummit, because we want to finalize who is going to be a part of it. And then we can put it out there and share it with the world and let people know who is going to be our speakers for this project. So definitely stay tuned. We're going to reveal more information. If you want a pre-qualification form, I want you to reply to this podcast message, or make sure you're connected to me on Facebook and send me a message. Okay, send me a message, or you can dial a phone number, 1-888-205-8834. Again, that number is 1-888-205-8834. And hopefully you should see a subdivision that says Women of Elevation. You'll be able to click on that number, and then hopefully if we do not answer immediately, you will be able to leave a message. All right, so I appreciate you there. Now, the last element on our agenda tonight is I want to let you know, okay, I definitely want to let you know that, okay, we are definitely preparing for our Africa trip. That's right. Women of Elevation Career Services International is expanding into Nigeria. We are soon going to be opening up a location there. We're super excited because God is opening up doors. He's allowing us to connect with government officials and establish partnerships with people I haven't even met yet. I haven't even heard of these individuals, but they're powerful individuals in Nigeria, and we're excited about that. So it's going to be like a ribbon cutting activity going on and celebration at the same time while we're there in Africa. And I'm heading there with great women. That's right. With 5 other amazing women. We're heading on over there. We're going to be there from the 15th of October through the 25th of October. And so we're super excited about this trip and about the expansion and what God is doing in this season. So definitely stay connected, and we're going to keep you abreast as to what we have going on. Special acknowledgement and shout out to Regina Mixon for being on the platform tonight. We do see you, and we do recognize those individuals who press their way onto the platform to listen in to what we have going on. And now we know that there are some others listening in, but they're shy and they're bashful, and it's okay. But we appreciate you, Regina. Thank you so very much. And so we always encourage each and every one of you who listen in to visit our website so that you can be caught up. And we'll know that you are just connected in a powerful way. So be sure to connect with us. Visit the website, www.womenofelevation.com. That's the website you want to go to learn more about what we have going on. Now, we are going to put information about the Nigerian location on that website also. We're just going to keep it all on one roof. Okay. We're not going to have a separate website. We don't want to do all that. Sometimes it could be a bit confusing. Now, we may have a different link that may point to the page, but essentially everything is going to be on the same site. Okay. So we're going to keep you updated as we move forward. But thank you so much. It is Wednesday, and remember, we're here Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's normally where we're here. That's what we're doing here, okay? And of course, this is actually going to mark the final episode, I believe. Yeah, the final episode for the month of September. Remember, we were focusing in on helping you to get your thinking right, to prepare for elevation. But guess what? We're moving into a new topic in the month of October, starting next week, which is the first week of October. And we're going to talk about values and self-worth and how that's really connected to you preparing for elevation. So we're going to introduce that on next week. So I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being connected. And we'll speak with you on next week. Be blessed and take care.